reminding me to. So this broadcast coming to you from Cincinnati, Ohio. I will be sharing this in my Facebook group. I'll be sharing this in my community. And this is for educational purposes only. All results stated are my results or some of my clients' results. So your results will be different depending on what you do and how much work you do. But I am going to be sharing with you some really interesting pieces of what it takes to really get to that next level. So welcome. Today, we will be talking about self-image. Now, self-image determines your outlook on life, determines your results, and without it, very little things will change. If it changes, it can change a little bit, and then you're going to go back. So what I'm sharing with you is incredible. I encourage you to get a piece of paper, get a pen, and write a few things down because you're going to probably get some ideas from what I share with you. That's kind of how it goes. It was about maybe 2.5 years ago when I first came out to this lesson, and I learned a bit of it from Bob Proctor, and it has been phenomenal. I continue to study self-image, and I'm going to share with you today what I know about it. There's a lot more to know. There's a lot more to study with self-image. It's always moving, it's always growing, depending on what are you doing. So, but without further ado, let's get going. So welcome, and thank you for joining. Thanks for being here. If this is the first time we meet, it's probably my fault that I did not reach out to you, but I don't know until you reach out to me. So that's my contact there, ask El-Rassi.com. That's how you can get hold of me. You can book an appointment, reach out, and we'll see how we can help you. I bring to you the best material in the world. This is something that is known worldwide. Bob Proctor was the #1 human potential, and he just passed away less than a year ago. We just celebrated the 1-year anniversary. So this information is time-tested, proven, and it is the science and psychology of achievement. So you're getting the best of what I know of. And if you know more, please share with me and let's make it happen. Invite your friends and invite somebody else to listen with you. If you're just watching the replay, it's all cool. Send me some comments. I will eventually read them and we go from there. Now we are broadcasting live, but I will not be able to see all your comments and all that because I only have one screen today. But with that, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, I'm going to talk to you about your goals and dreams and how your results will change if you do certain things. This is the seminar with results that stick. And the reason I say that is because we're going to help you, nudge you in the right direction if you follow the stream, if you follow the directions. See, you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to drop the ego so you can move in this direction. So that's why we call it the seminar with the results that stick. All right, the results will stick if you're willing to. Now, yesterday we talked about goals and we talked about what do you really want. We spent quite a bit of time on it. If you have not seen it and if you missed it, reach out and we'll get the link to you. All right, it's really important that you should have done the little assignment. It's very quick, but it should have taken you 10-15 minutes to really write down what you really want without putting any hesitation, without worrying about the how, without worrying about that you don't know how to do it. All right. So what do you really want is an important question. When you get yourself honest about it and stop holding yourself back. Today, we're going to focus on self-image. And I call that your results cannot surpass your self-image. So your current results, your current income, your current things are due to what's happening inside of you. You have an inner self-image. I have an inner self-image. Every one of us have a self-image. And that's how our results are coming about. And I'm going to share with you how. So I talk about the secrets of how you can set these goals and achieving them, but that self-image concept is phenomenal. When I studied with Bob Proctor, it was just incredible. And now I'm studying it, of course, the material from Bob, and I studied as well from this amazing book, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. This was done over 70 years ago, and it is just phenomenal. And of course, I talk about it in my book as well as to what needs to happen, all right? So that's the schedule for the week. And tomorrow we'll talk about decisions, and the day after, knowing, doing, gap, and affirmations, all right? And again, that's my calendar book there. If you have not met with me yet to see how I can help you, book the appointment. Calendly.com, El-Rassi. Now, again, my name is Kamal. I'm a published author. That's my book. It's on the market now. It's on Amazon. We're just about to do the gala and the promotion. The foreword is by Laurel Langmeyer, and the publisher is Raymond Aaron. Both are #1 New York bestsellers. And this book is going to change your life, just like it has changed mine over the past 2.5 years. So you're getting some really amazing nuggets that can really help you or your team change your life or change your team's life today. I call it 150 years of science and psychology because it really started back from when Dale Carnegie got Napoleon Hill to write The Laws of Success. So I've been studying this material, and I studied it with Bob, and I put my thoughts into it. And I encourage you to pick up a copy and really come to the community so you can really get yourself jazzed up and moving in the right direction. Now, this book has already taken me places, and it can take you places as well. This is just a picture of the Millionaire Matrix with the one and only millionaire maker, Laura Langmeyer, my mentor. We were in Reno, Nevada, and that's my daughter there, the young girl in the picture. That's Sarah, my oldest. So with this information, it's taking me places, and that's how the self-image is going to help you today by changing, right? So in the short amount of time, I went from just being with Bob to being with Laura and many others, but that's because the information it's taking me, I'm able to really attract who I want into my life. And you can do the same, all right? You can do the same. If I can do it, you can do it, and I want to help you. All right, so that's one of the pictures that we share with you to show you where I've been and what I'm doing. Now, again, if we have not met, and if you have not seen me, this is basically the material from Thinking into Results, and this is what I'm going to share with you today. This picture here on the left is when we were in Reno, Nevada, talking about goal achieving and talking about masterminding. So here it is.
Making it, investing it, like working through it. You can't just be sitting there reading a book. So very similar, Bob Proctor is very active about mindset, and that's what he studies. So we're going to do some goal setting and get you set to have an amazing couple days. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Pleasure to be here.
So I didn't know I was going to be on stages since I started with this material, but that seems to be what's happening right now. We've done several of them last year. We have a couple that booked this month. We have one next month, one the month after. And it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. And that's because the best is yet to come, right? And all this is coming from Thinking into Results. So if you've heard the word, if you've heard about it, don't hold yourself back. This is just a piece of the action.
Hello and welcome. Welcome to Thinking into Results. Thank you for the support. Thanks for being in my community. This is about your mindset. This is about rewiring your mind. Everybody talks about mindset. Here, I'm going to show you how a step-by-step way to get rewired, to get to that next level. Number 2, eliminate sabotage. Most people don't even know it's a thing. See, as you're achieving and growing and becoming, your old self is stealing you back. Your old habitual behavior comes back again. And this is what we're going to eliminate. We call that self-image. Number 3, skill set and strategy. We get the mind rewired. We get you to really in a beautiful self-image. Now we're going to get you some skill set and strategy so you can earn that more income, double it, 10 times it, 100 times. And number 4, we've earned the money. You're living happy. What are you going to do with it? Learn how to invest it. Thinking into Results will show you how. Click below, buy it. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for the support. Love you all. Peace.
Making it, investing it, like working through it.
Hello and welcome. Welcome to Thinking into Results.
All right. So again, this is from their website. I guess that's why. And today is Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's to everybody out there. And this is also another picture from stage with Glenn Warshauer and Tom Ziegler. And just to show you that the material is so powerful, right? To be able to do this in a short amount of time, that's what self-image can do for you. And that's what we're going to focus on today, right? That's what we're going to focus on today, because when you get to the science of achievement, when you get to the laws of success, that self-image is really all buried in there. That's your old paradigm. This is a picture with me and Bob. It was one of the early classes when I started studying with him one-on-one. And he told me, Kamal, all successful people have mentors. All successful people have mentors. Now, I've been searching for 22 years, to do better things and improve. And I was getting stuck in where I am in the manufacturing company. And that's when I found Bob, right? And he's like, Kamal, what do you really want? And that's what we spent on yesterday. So if you haven't watched the lesson, if you haven't connected, make sure you connect with me and do that exercise of what do you really want? The 30 things that I asked you to write so you can start seeing what it is that you want. All right, so I want you to do that. I want you to do that because without it, you're going to be holding yourself back. So book that appointment. And like I say yesterday, no one's left behind. We'll figure out a way for you to study with us. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today is about self-image. Today is about the science and achievement, what's happening inside of you. Today is about you to starting to do more, to have more, and to experience more and earn more. And the self-image that you have is something that I've learned that location does not matter. That where you are, the places where you are do not matter until you start realizing what's going on inside of you. It's not about the outside. Environment is the environment, but what's happening inside is being created on the outside. Now, this might seem scary to some of you. This might seem out of the box. It is. But this is the toolbox created by the most successful people using science and psychology. This is truly tested worldwide, nationwide. Millions of people have been transformed, and it's now your turn. It's now your turn. See, God did not make people just to hang around and just do little things. It's up to you to step into this greatness that you have inside of you. So if your place is not happening, if you're living in a toxic environment, if you're really frustrated, know that something's going on the inside, and we need to shift that to help you shift. So your environment, who you hang around with matters, but it starts on the inside. We have to let that ego down and put the guard so that you can get new things into your life so you can move in this direction. See, I was willing to risk everything when I started on this journey. I was in a place that I wasn't happy where I am. So I had to risk something, right? And you're going to have to do the same. You're going to have to let go of certain things and move towards certain things. And you have to start valuing yourself a whole lot more. You must walk by faith and not by sight. You're going to have to learn how to use the higher side of you. See, if you wait until you see it physically, if you wait until it's in your hands, you're waiting too long and you're going to miss it because you don't have what you want. See, in life, sometimes you have to walk by faith. And if your intuition is telling you that I can help you, if your intuition is telling you that there's somebody that can mentor you, you should jump on it because they really want to help you. Intuition never lies. Intuition is like the spiritual guide. It's inside of you. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to write this down. I want you to write down, bet on you. And we finished with that yesterday, and we're going to continue from here. Bet on you. Because I know in my heart that when I said, bet on me, I can trust me. And I knew that where I was not serving me, and where I'm going is going to be the one that I'm going to be serving others. So let's get going, because this journey is about you. This is about the greatness within you, all right? Now, Bob taught me this for 2.5 years. He's passed away 40 years ago. And now Laura Langmeyer is my mentor. She's my business mentor, processes and systems in place so that when we learn how to earn, when we learn how to generate this income and help others, we need to know what to do with it. See, it's all a cycle. We're going to start doing things in a certain way. And if you want to join that 1-2% of the population that make it happen, you're in the right place. Now, you're going to have few choices. You can decide to do nothing. You can decide not to listen. You can decide to stay where you're at, and you're going to be just surviving. And you see this little middle line in the middle. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. And 6 to 12 months from now, you're going to be where you're at. You are actually, most likely, you're going to be much worse. Because most of the time, if you're not advancing and if you stay where you're at, somebody else is advancing and you're going to get much worse. Now, I want to help you. I want to help you get way better. I want to help you get this ride and go on this green line and go way better than what you're at, right? Better is such a nice word. I want you to get better. Think big. What do you really want? What do you really want? See, when we talked about what do you really want yesterday, I asked you to make a decision, and we're going to talk more about decisions as well tomorrow and attitude as to you are at a certain frequency right now. Your income, your results, your habitual behavior is down here at the bottom. Whatever that frequency is, if it's $10 an hour, $20 an hour, 100,000, 1 million, you're at that frequency. And everything is at a certain frequency and vibration. And I asked you to make a decision on what you really want, this goal, this beautiful goal that you want. And you have to make a decision and move in this direction with your desire. You make the decision and you stop going back. And you're going to have to change. Most of us, I used to be like that, and that's how I know how to talk about this. I didn't just read this, I've experienced this, and I made a decision to change. I decided that that environment was not helping anymore, and I moved, and I bet on me. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to bet on you. I will persist until I succeed. I made a decision, and I want to achieve this goal, and it's happening. And it's happening. I want to write a goal on a piece of paper, like my mentor told me, it's happening. I want you to make a decision that's going to change the course. I want you to reach that frequency and vibration of your desire. Now, what does that mean? How do you get there? How do you get there with no anxiety, calm, ease, effortless life? doing what you love to do. Do you even know what that is? Right? These lines are frequencies and vibration. See, science and theology both agree that everything's already created. If there's anything in the world between all the religions, they both agree that everything's already here. Creation is done. So all what you need is just at a different frequency and vibration. The phone that we have, the reason that you can call somebody on the other side of the world is because we have multiple frequencies. And you can reach them. So that thing that you want is just there. So what if you can change? What if you can change your self-image to that frequency that you want? So you can attract things into your life. You probably heard about the law of attraction. You probably heard about the law of vibration. I'm going to teach you how that works. I've experienced this growth. Now, would that be worth it? Would that be worth it to bet on you and go on a journey of success? All right. Now, here's what's happening. And today we're focusing on self-image. We're focusing on the self-image, the script of you. So you have certain beliefs inside of you. And these certain beliefs, you're making them, you're doing something, you're taking action towards others. You're considering the environment that's around you, and you have certain beliefs of what you believe you can and you cannot do, what others criticize you or not, and how you interact in the world. And then others start believing in you as well. And then these actions go back and forth, and then it reinforces itself. So for example, if you believe that you are not a good speaker, you'll never be a good speaker. If you believe that you cannot do a certain thing, you're not going to do a certain thing. If you believe you can, you believe you can't. You're right. This was by Henry Ford. So we have to start on the inside. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I want you to change this belief of you. I want you to change the self-image on the inside, because there's something inside of you waiting to grow. And until you let go of that old, not fulfilling image and grow on a new one, your results are not going to change. And I'm going to show you a model. This model is phenomenal. Now, the one on the left is the wrong model. The one on the right is the correct model. So you see what's happening. You look at your results, you see what you got in the bank, you see who are you hanging around with, then you start thinking, oh my God, how am I going to do this? Oh, how am I going to pay the bills? Oh, you start becoming anxious. You start becoming tight. You start, turning the lights off. You start not going into vacations, not going into a restaurant, and you have poor results, poor thoughts, negative, bad feelings, and you take the kind of action, and you keep going in this circle of viral frequency. Thoughts, feelings, and actions. Science and religion both agree that we become what we think about. As we study in this book, Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill on the law of success, we become what we think about. Thoughts, feelings, and action, results. How about would you like to change that? How about it's time that you connect with these thoughts, the right thoughts? Let's think of what we want. Let's feel how is that going to be once we think about it. How would it feel to have the income that you want? How would it feel to have the want that you want? And how would you act if you are in that position? If you are in that frequency and vibration, then your results will change. So you see the correct model is here on the right. We're going to correct your thoughts. That's going to change your feelings. That's going to change how you act. Then you're going to get results. Now, I talk about that in a little more detail in my book, how you can change your thinking, get into that feeling, take certain action, and see the results. And the world's going to act back to you. Action, reaction. Now, this is not just manifesting from the basement without anything happening. You can't just manifest the sales to come to you. You can't just manifest the customers to show up. You still have to take an action. And then you're going to get a reaction. So when you hear about the law of attraction from the movie The Secret, that is not really understood, I'm going to teach you the law of vibration. That's the primary law. Thoughts, feelings, action. You're going to get certain results. But there's a fulfilling prophecy. There's something that's going on inside of you that needs to happen first. Then two things you must know. I remember this lesson very, very well with Bob Proctor. He said, two things you must know to build your business. Two things. Where you are and where you want to go. Because this thing that you want, this thing that you're thinking about, it needs to be in your mind. You got to think about it. You got to want it. And it's got to be big and it's got to be juicy. But it's so simple and so obvious. But how come so many people are stuck? Now, people might have goals and they might not even have the right goals. So I'm going to go over that briefly again, that you need to set the right goal, that C-type goal. right? But most people are stuck here and where they're at. Most people will not change because their paradigm, because their self-image, because their habitual behavior. They're living in this habitual behavior that never ends. Now I want to change that for you. We talked about paradigm yesterday. So today we're going to be very brief. The paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over our habitual behavior. And almost all of our behavior is habitual. Genetically, you're programmed to do certain things. Genetically, you're following your parents. Genetically, you're eating the food that your parents taught you how to eat. A child born in the US, if you move him to China, he'll speak Chinese. And vice versa. So habitual behavior is really what determines, and right now, the income you're in, the living style that you're in is not changing because your paradigm that you're in. And I'm going to help you change that. I'm going to help you grow, right? I'm going to help you really change. Now, we're going to look at this model of self-image and fulfillment, okay? Now, I've asked you to look at your dreams. I've asked you to think about what do you really want. And we're going to have this image up here in your mind, okay? And then we're going to impress this image. Our mind thinks in pictures. See, we become what we think about. Thoughts, feelings, action. What are you thinking about all the time? What are you thinking about all the time? We're going to think about it. We're going to impress it into the subconscious mind. We're going to get into that feeling of what we want. And then the body is going to go into vibration, and you're going to take an action. And then your action will cause a reaction. Condition, circumstance, and environment of your results, right? Most people are doing it the wrong way. Most people are looking at the results. I was doing it like that. But I'm learning, I'm changing. I'm connecting with my feelings. I'm connecting with what I really want. I impress the idea. I impress into my subconscious mind. This subconscious mind, this is where your self-image is at. Today, specifically on self, you are programmed to the deep reset with these perceptions, with these higher mental faculties that are inside of you, and you're not using them. I wasn't using them, and I'm learning how to use them. See, you have an outer image that's projected based on the inner image. See, your results are a direct reflection of what's happening on the inside. Now, you're not going to believe that. And you're probably going to say, come on, there's no way I want this kind of income. There is no way I want to live in this city. Now, this self-image is fixed inside. This self-image is fixed inside here, the subconscious mind. That's the lower part of the mind. We give it a circle for the mind, the top being the conscious and the bottom being the subconscious. It's just an image. But I want you to know that there's an image of perfection inside of you waiting to come out. And that's how people just become so good so fast, because they connect with it. They connect with their greatness. See, you already have the greatness. But until we change, if you continue to act through your results, things will not change. You have to go with your thoughts, feelings, and action. Now, what self-image is all about? What do you want to start thinking about? How do you want to start feeling? That's what I'm going to teach you today. See, most people are working based on the environment. They look at what's happening around them. They look at what's happening outside, and then they act and react instead of going inside. And that's the change. That's the change that we need to do. Have I got your attention? Because the solution is to really go in and dig deep. The solution is not on the outside, the solution is on the inside. If you're looking around for opinions, if you're looking around for help, if you're looking around all the time, not trusting yourself, what are you telling yourself? You're not worthy, you're not good enough, you have a negative self-image. Now, we study that, like I said, in this book, Psycho-Cybernetics. And it's up to you to decide to come and study with us. It's up to you to really think, you know what? It's time for me to change. It's time for me to really connect with what I want. It's time for me to really do this question, do this simple exercise, and start getting engaged with my emotions and feelings so that I can get the results that I want. Now, when I first heard this 2.5 years ago with Bob, I was like, wow, what is he talking about? See, I'm left brain, right? So I'm an engineer. So it's always like my analytical, and this right side thinking is kind of weird and different in the law of attraction. But you know what? It's a better way of living. It's a better way of life. So your results are a direct reflection of what's going on inside. So if you have a negative image about you, that's what's happening outside. I'm going to give you another example. How many people do you know that they keep getting a job, lose a job, get a business, lose a business, move from one place to another, and they're always in the same spot? How many people do you know that they are on a second, third, and fourth, and fifth relationships, and it's not even working? What do you think is going on? Now they're blaming their circumstance. They're blaming the outside. He said, she said, this happened, that happened. I want you to get serious with yourself. I want you to really drop all that stuff and listen in. Get a piece of paper and a pen and draw this picture and start thinking about it. See, the more we understand the mind, the better you're going to become. And I want you to know there's a picture of perfection inside of you. The more you move into the direction of that image, the more life will improve for you. There's no end to the good that you can have. There's no end to how much good experience. There's always another level. Self-image. Phenomenal. You're going to learn how to improve your self-image. You're going to learn how to achieve worthy goals. You're going to learn how to develop compassion, how to develop self-respect and forgiveness. You're going to learn how to develop cultivate the ability of rational thinking. Discover that element of a happier life. It's a beautiful book. Look at this. Before the mind can work efficiently, we must develop our perception of the outcomes we expect to reach. Maxwell Maltz calls this psychocybernetics. When the mind has a defined target, it can focus and direct and refocus and redirect until it reaches its intended goal. So you see, in your beautiful mind, once we implant this goal inside your mind, then it's an automatic. It has to happen. It is the law. It's like gravity. It must work. When you drop something, gravity takes it down. So all I have to do is believe in what you want, believe that you can do it, get into the feeling of what you want, and guess what? It will start happening if you take the action that intuition is going to give you. And intuition never lies. But you have to connect with your higher mental faculties. You have to connect with the better side of you. You see, inside of us, there's these higher mental faculties. Intuition, will, reason, perception, and memory. That's what makes us different than the animal kingdom. And I'm going to teach you how to use that. See, you already have them, but you're just not using them. See, when you were a kid, you had a bigger imagination. Right now, you're stuck. As a matter of fact, 95% of the population is stuck. Why are we stuck? Why are we stuck? Well, we're stuck because we go to school. We're taught to get a job. You become an employee, save a little bit of money, and then you're stuck. The system is not broken. It's built this way. Now, this information has been around for 150 years or longer, but very few people know it. Very few people know it. So I hope I got your attention, because I cannot do it all in one session. I want to invite you to come and study this with me. I want to invite you to really understand that without it, you're not going to go places. You're not going to go far. It doesn't matter what level you're at. It's all about your mind. It's all about your marvelous mind, because you already have this gift, okay? You already have it. See, Bob Proctor, in 85 years, he said, no one has achieved massive success without a mentor or a system. Success is a system. If you want to join that 1%, 2%, 3% of the population that are making it happen, you're going to need a mentor. You're going to need a system. You're going to need a way. Success is a system. Follow somebody that's done it and start doing it. But you're not letting yourself own it. We can mentor you in a proven system for 6 months that will guarantee to move you toward your goals. You're going to move towards your goal. Now your goal is going to move towards you. We can guarantee it. You tell me what you want, we're going to help you get it. It's on my website. It wasn't Bob's website. And how do I know that? Because if I can do it, you can do it. And I want to help you. I really want to help you. Look at this statement here. I want to help you. I'm so happy and grateful now for what? For what's coming to me, for what's happening to me. The fact that I've been studying this material for barely 2.5 years, and the things that have changed so dramatically is a testament. The fact that I can write a book in a few months, publish it, being sold worldwide, international speaker, going on stages. And that's what I'm showing, that if I can do it, you can do it. I am forever grateful that I came across this man, Bob Proctor, who connected me with Laurel and Meyer. Both were in the movie The Secret, working with the #1 people in the world that know something about goals and achieving and money and success. Now I want to help you. So I want you just to imagine. Imagine your life with no anxiety, calm and ease, effortless life, doing what you love to do. It doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, 20. See, I have clients from their 20s to almost 70. Now, would that be worth it? Would that be worth it? This system is guaranteed to work. I want you to just choosing to invest in yourself. See, most people are too scared to invest in themselves because they have a poor self-image. They don't feel that it's worthy. It's not the material, it's not me, it's you that is the problem. You don't have the self-worth that's going to come out of you, right? And I'm going to help you extract it. See, always in life, if you have somebody saying, I want to help you, you should open up your eyes and listen up and get your ears to listen, because that individual wants to help you. Your heart will tell you what's right. You're going to get lifetime access to this material, lifetime access to this group, private mastermind with Think and Grow Rich, where you can come and study this material. And I mean, by say study, we study it. But with a poor self-image, you're not going to invest in yourself. You're just not. Because you're doubting yourself. You doubt too much. You doubt too long. How many opportunities are you going to pass on in your life? How many times are you going to wait for the train to come, right? Now, I have mostly groups that study with me, and I have private for one-on-one. So there's only very few spots left with the private because I don't have a lot of time. So it's really up to you to choose what you want to do. And whatever you do, you're going to do something. You're going to make a decision either way. And you're only limited by what? You're limited by weakness of attention and poverty of imagination. That's the limitation here. It's up to you how much to dream big and really become that next person that you want to become. It's really up to you. See, if you ask me, what does everybody want? I've seen maybe 400 or 500 people so far, and the 100 clients that I help, and everybody's looking for freedom. Everybody's looking for this time and money freedom. They want that ease of life. They want to be amazed. Just imagine, how much time you're going to have when you never have to think about money. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be an interesting concept? Right? And we can help you do that. We can help you get the results that you really want. But these results that you have, they don't just happen. They happen through the direct reflection of what's happening on the inside. So if you ever noticed, you've been working hard. You've tried multiple jobs. I've talked to some people that have 3 jobs. People that have a job that they're making a whole lot of money, but they're not happy, right? Because success is not just money. It's a whole spectrum of things: relationships, connections, freedom, feeling good, motivated, showing up in full. There's many different ways that we can measure success. It's not just money, okay? It's not just money. So I want you to take a minute to imagine. I want to take a minute to imagine waking up and there's more money in your bank account than you need. I want you to have this both time and money freedom. You're on a vacation for almost to do the things that you actually want to do. Can you even take yourself there? Do you see yourself doing that anytime in the near future? Do you see yourself spending every day doing something you really value? Like, you have to have some passion towards the work. You have to have some passion towards the things that you're putting your hands on. You're living your life anyways. See, a year from now is a year from now. So what is it you're going to be doing? What if you can be creating these thriving relationships that go well beyond the surface so that you can actually start living the life that you deserve? You're waiting on the fence. How do I know that? Because I was waiting. And you know what? I'm not waiting anymore. I am where I need to be. Why? Because of this material. Because of this material. Now, I want to go back to the point of self-image. I want you to look at this idea. See, we have the ability to dream. We have the ability to choose. And if you plant a tree, if you plant a corn, if you plant an acorn, right, it's going to become an oak tree. It's got to be like that. But we humans, we have this ability to choose. We have this ability to decide what we want. We have the ability to decide the image of what we want for ourselves, the person that you want to become. So let's help you plant this image in your mind. Let's help you plant this image on the subconscious side. You cannot just stay in the conscious side. On the conscious side is where you're analyzing, you're intellectually thinking about it, you're going back and forth, you're reasoning with it. But we need to implant this idea that you want and take all the fear and anxiety out and implant that idea into your subconscious mind. That image must manifest into form. The same way as you plant something in the ground and it comes up, the same way it happens. The same way as this pen falls down due to gravity, the same way. But you have to learn how to do that. Now, how do you learn that? Well, that's what Bob taught me. That's what I can teach you. That's the material that we have in thinking into result. That's what's going to do for you. It's a system. It's a success way to get you from where you are to where you want to go. Now, this is my favorite line here from Andrew Carnegie, because I'm a steel man. I worked in steel for 24 years. I still do some consulting for the steel industry. Now, the man in the statement that changed Napoleon Hill's world, Napoleon Hill was the journalist that met Andrew Carnegie and wrote The Law of Success and Think and Grow Rich. Look what he said. Any idea that's held in the mind, that's emphasized, that's either feared or revered, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient way, appropriate form available. Any idea. So what are you holding on your mind? Now go on this journey with me. Even if you doubt the material, even if you don't believe this is true at all, just believe it for a moment. Any idea that's held in the mind, that's emphasized, that's either feared or revered. So if you're, depending which way you're going, will begin at once to clothe itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. It has to happen. I'm going to teach you the law of how things work, of how we can manifest things. And then you can manifest anything you want. How do you think we have this thing on the website saying, tell us what you want, we'll help you get it? The fact that you can think about it, the fact that you can desire it, is enough evidence for you that you shall have it. You shall deserve it. But we got to bring you self-worth. We got to change that self-image inside of you. Because if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right. Any idea? This statement changed Napoleon Hill's world. He's helped millions. Now, you're going to read this all you want by yourself, but until you study it in a group, until it's explained to you, until you go through a transformation with somebody that's done it, it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. Let's do a quick gratitude reflection. Can you focus and can you write down, did you write down, what did you read? Can you put this image of that person you want to become? Because, I have a self-image script and this is the exercise for today. That's what we're going to do, right? The self-image exercise. And part of it is to write down, I'm so happy and grateful now that. And you write on that piece of paper, the person you want to become, the places that you want to visit. Put this image in your mind, start seeing it. And hold that idea as long as you can. I'm going to teach you the will, right? How to focus. It's like that energy that focuses. It's like the flashlight, the beam is focused, right? And we're going to allow this energy that's flowing to and through you to help your mind really visualize this thing that you want. See yourself living through your goal. See yourself from the end. You probably heard some of these things. You probably heard of some people manifesting big things, but it's not happening for you. See, we have to build a foundation. We have to build a foundation to get you to wake up, to be in this peaceful mode, gratitude mode, to be thankful for what you have and grateful for what's coming to you. To be grateful for what you have and grateful for the goals that you're going to achieve. Surround yourself with that image. Deep emotional level, not just on the surface, not just lip service. I want you to have a profound sense of gratitude. Now, if I ask you to do this 2 or 3 times a day, would you do it? So most of you right now, if you come on screen and you come live, you'll say, yes, I'm going to do it. I want to thank you for those who are cheering, for those who are listening, right? You'll say, yes, I'm going to do it. But the paradigm that you're in, that poor self-image that you're in by yourself is not going to let you do it. See, this visualization exercise is beautiful. And we teach that here. I talk about it quite a bit in the book, talk about it with how I learned it. Now, you can find your own way, or you can see the way that's working for me and my clients and really get you going, right? That's how it is. Any idea that's held in the mind. So what's in your mind? What are you holding? What are you thinking about all the time? So you see, the 1% make decisions quickly and concisely based on intuition. I'm going to invite you to really reach for the best. Reach for where do you want to go, and let's help you get it, right? I want you to make a decision based on your intuition if this is resonating with you, right? Now, this is the same material that I studied for the last 2.5 years. This is the material that Bob studied for 61 years. He keeps making it better and better and better and better. So if it works for a million people, it has to work for you. It has to work for you. This is a picture of the group that I coach. This is the group. It's a very small group, not a big group, but I have multiple groups. Real estate agents, entrepreneurs, founders, accountants. Why are they studying? Because they want to get better. They want to improve their life. The results speak for it by itself. Don't take my word for it. Ask them. You can go and talk to every one of them. All right? So I want you to start living healthy, happy, and wealthy. And that's this slide is actually from Bob's slide, rest in peace, Bob. That's where Bob was, broke, not having a decent job, making 4,000 a year, and he owed 6,000. So he never went anywhere until he started studying this material. What did he study? Well, he studied Think and Grow Rich. Well, on top of the material, you're going to come and study this with me. All right? I want you to come and study this with me because I want you to become rich in assets, rich in health, rich in wealth. I want you to start making money, as much money as you want. 175, 200,000, 2 million. Well, this is the system. Thinking Results is the system that I've used to multiply my investments. This is the system that I use to multiply my greatness, right? This is designed to change paradigms. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow, about the decision and edge and how we put this whole thing together, right? Thinking Results is the best. I've never seen anything like it because it works for relationships, works for money, works for your business, works for your teams. It's the best material in the world put together in a package that you can have on your phone, you can have on the iPad, you can have on your computer, you can share it with your family. I have couples studying with me. It's just incredible. Really, really incredible. And if you're still listening and if you're still here, I've never done this in the 1.5 years I've been taking on clients. I used to have them paying full and pay, 50% of it. But now some of you, are struggling a bit. So I really want to help people. I want to help people really grow. Excuse me for a second. So what we're going to do, we're going to give you a whole month access and access to lesson 1, which is the worthy ideal, which is the question about what do you really want? You're going to get the same as everybody gets. 1 month access with lesson 1. Less than $30 a day. You're going to get accountability. You're going to get mentorship. You're going to get guidance. And I'm only going to throw in sales training because, as I got into this coaching business, I really had to learn how to sell. Most of you don't want to sell. Most of you are too shy. But I'm going to throw that in to get you in on the selling. As a matter of fact, we meet today after this for sales training. And you're going to get into the book club, Think and Grow Rich. Right? And you're going to get into this book club, Psycho-Cybernetics. And you're going to get into You Were Born Rich, which is the book by Bob. So when you come into my community, you probably have these books already in email, but you're probably not reading them. Well, I'm going to help you go through them. See, it works for me. It has to work for you. Only if you want to, only if you want to change. I'm going to give you a daily routine. You're going to have a checklist. You're going to know what to do every step of the way. And you're also going to have the first chapter of my book. Now, some of you already got the book, so you don't need the book, the first chapter, but did you read it? Did you read it once or twice? Did you share it with somebody that really needs it? See, this information is so needed nowadays. So many are depressed and sad and mad at the world. But you know what? This can change somebody's life. So I'm making this offer. I've never done it in the 1.5 years. Figured, you can get in, very low fee, less than $30 a day, $9.97, and that will be put towards the full coaching as you come in for the 6 months. Because I really want to coach you for 6 months. Now, some of you will only be 2 months, 3 months, because you only need few things, but it's all good. You have access for 6 months. But let's get you started today. So reach out. You can text me, reach out, book an appointment. It's a very, very small fee. Nothing to it. And if you say, Kamal, I can't afford it, you cannot afford not to. The fact that you're even thinking about if you cannot afford it is why you need it. It's all about guidance, all about mentorship, right? Where do you want to go? Look at this. This is the system, 12 lessons that we're going to go through it over 6 months. 150 years of science and psychology that you can, get into the action for a mere $30 a day. Oh my God. See, you don't know how much I spent to study this with Bob. Because I'm not going to hold back when I'm coaching you and teaching you and sharing with you. I'm going to give you everything. 12 lessons. That's going to be the journey of how you're going to grow. We're going to see you transition. from not making money to making money, from not feeling good to feeling good, from not having a relationship to having it. You have to show up and do the work, and the result will show. 100% guaranteed this will work. 100%. How do I know that? Because it works for me, works for my clients, works for millions of people. So if you want to change, if you want to transform your life, this is it. This is what's going to make it happen for you this year. Stop waiting. We're in the middle of February, second month of the year, and you're thinking, oh, the year's over. The year's not over. That's what it's like for 6 months, 6,997, and that's what's like in 2 payments, 3,997. So it's really your choice. It's your choice to really show up and say, you know what, I'm in, show me, help me. And I look forward to having you, right? 2 clients this week already. One on Sunday, one on Monday. So it's really up to you. It's not going to matter to me if you come in or not. I'm excited to see you. I'm looking forward to add you to the group or to the private, but really it's up to you to say, Kamal, I'm really wanting to work with you. I only want to work with people who are committed, business people, real estate agents, entrepreneurs who are committed to do the work. Don't think that you can just buy this and it's going to work by itself. This is not a blue pill, red pill situation. You're going to have to show up to class, and you're going to have to do the work, and you're going to have to follow direction. And tomorrow, when we talk about decisions and leadership, the leaders become followers first. You're going to have to follow some direction to get the results that you want. So make a wise decision. And I was with Les Brown the other day, and he goes, so many people are so thinking poorly that they don't want to invest in themselves. See, the fact that you don't have the money to invest in yourself is more reason why you need to invest in yourself to really improve. This is going to double your income. Think about it when you make an extra $100,000. What's this? $30 a day. It's peanuts. Make the decision first. That's why the decision is at the top of this page, and the money would show up. Now, this works for me, and it's going to work for you as well. But first, make the decision. Say, you know what, this can really change my life, but it can. There are many ways. We even have financing and all kinds of other options that I won't get into now, but make up your mind. 6,997 for 6 months, or 2 payments of 3,997 over the 6-month period. Now, this material is working for me, and you can see here, and this is not to brag, it's just to show you that I'm on stages already. I'm going to be speaking with my amazing mentor, Laura Langmeyer, at the end of the month in Miami, Florida. This is the Global Awaken Summit. It's an incredible opportunity, and I'm forever grateful to Kessa, who is a phenomenal person. We're doing this. It's all about raising money and funds for those who are in need. She's a wonderful person in Miami, and I am inviting you to attend this event. So if you're just seeing this live, and if you're seeing this picture, it's not too late. This is coming up in 2 weeks. You can register, and you can come in and be in for 3 days of training. 35 speakers, world-known speakers. They're amazing people. And I want you to show up. I want you to be there. I want to meet you in person. All right? So this is the Global Awaken Summit in Miami, Florida, at the end of the month, 24, 26. You can come in and be in the basic membership, or come in and be with us, mastermind with these amazing people on the yacht. Forbes Riley, Laura Langmeyer, James Dentley, Harrison Klein, Christopher Sell, Kessa, and so many amazing speakers. If I say all their names, it'll take us 20 minutes, but they are wonderful people that want to help you grow. Nancy Matthews, she's just phenomenal. She has a beautiful community of women and entrepreneurs that want to grow. So just say yes and show up. Figure it out how you're going to get there, and I look forward to meeting you. Now, this is what's happening with personally my results. That's how I know this material works. I didn't just read about thinking results. I'm experiencing thinking results and the growth. And if it works for me, it's going to work for you. If I can do it, you can do it. And I want to help you. 3 times my income, 3 times my investments. The previous company that I left a couple of years ago, we've doubled their sales from the 14, 50 million to $30 million. The steel company that I just left, 3 times their production. 3 vacations last year. I've never taken that many vacations, but I'm blessed with 2 daughters and a wife, and they want to take vacations, so we took some vacations, really fancy ones. And now we're looking at 2 more investments. Now, how is this happening so fast? Because they have an amazing mentor. Her name is Laura Langmeyer. So if this is ringing bells that something's happening, it can happen for you. It can happen for you, my friend. And it's really up to you. You got to change your self-image. And remember, today is about self-image. Today is about you developing a beautiful self-image so you can start studying and gaining a true understanding of your true potential. See, your true potential is there. You already have it. The fact that you're thinking that you want more, you shall have more. You deserve more, but you're not allowing yourself on the goodness. I want you to gain this understanding that if you're desiring something and if you're thinking of something big, you shall have it. You deserve it. Now it's really up to you to make the jump. The parachute will open. Now I want to go through the slide fairly quickly. This is the mind. And school gave us all kind of knowledge. They taught us all kind of things, but they never taught us about the mind, never taught us about these paradigms that we have. We have superior knowledge. I had 5 degrees, inferior results. I wasn't happy with where I am. I was fine, but I was not happy. I wanted more. I wanted to give more. It causes confusion and frustration. And you're probably unemployed. You're probably looking for a job. You're looking to get out of where you're at in your situation. You're like, what the heck is going on? How come others are doing it and I'm not? You have all this intellect information, you know, biology, history, chemistry, but your results are not showing. But somebody else is. Now I figured that out. I figured out it's all about this paradigm. Because the paradigm controls your results. And your self-image, what we're talking about today, is inside your subconscious mind. So we need to build a new paradigm. And I'm going to help you how to do that. I'm going to help you how to do that. I'm going to help you to decide to change. Decide to change. You see, until you do that, if you haven't done that yet, something's wrong. I've missed my point. I did not explain it good enough. I want you to decide to change. I want you to decide to grow, come to a place where there's wealth building, come to a place where there's coaching and mentorship. And there's an exact system, an exact formula. We call it the science of wealth building. 12 lessons, you know, lifetime access, interactive coaching, calls. You have bonuses, book clubs, sales training, multiple streams of income, right? So I hope I got your attention. And if you have any question, we're going to have an open session on Thursday at 2 p.m. And that's the free mastermind that anybody can come into it. And I'd love you to come in and ask you a question. And again, no one's left behind. It's really up to you to decide that this is your chance, this is your time, this is your year. Say, come on, I'm in, send me the link, boom. Text, and it's done. Decide that this is the year for you to grow. Like you have to start growing, right? I'm going to share with you the material that is going to change your life for the better. And not just yours and your family. You're going to have it forever. This is not just a one-time deal. This is not just a 12-month. You're going to have material forever, as long as you live. And hopefully it's going to be a long, beautiful life. Beautiful life. So, glad I got your attention. Book an appointment. This is the Calendly.com El-Rassi. So book an appointment. No one's left behind. We'll figure out on the payment. We'll figure out how that's going to work. That's just all detail, right? I want you to really focus on, I really going to improve, and let's do it, right? That's a picture here with me and my mastermind partners, Mark Tassoni and Harrison Klein. Phenomenal, beautiful people that I attracted into my life. And now with Les Brown, he's just phenomenal. He's just amazing. Amazing. And that's the self-image lesson. The self-image is really a key to changing your results, to get you to stop working from the environment, from the conditions, from what you hear, see, taste, and smell and touch, to start working from the inside out. I have a coin here. We call it from the inside out, living from the inside out. Okay? From the inside out. It's your turn. It's your turn to start using these higher side of you. Now, we cannot cover all that in 1 hour. I covered, I believe, enough, but I want you to really see that there is a better way for you, okay? There is a better way for you. And if I can do it, you can do it. This is a system that can really change the course for you. And I really encourage you all to show up. Again, this is a picture here of my mentor, Laura Meyer. She's just phenomenal. So just showing you this, that in a short amount of time, this material has changed the course of my life. And we're going to finish with a quick story as to how this can be for you, right? This is my youngest daughter, my oldest daughter, Sarah, with Laura Meyer here. So let's finish with this quick story. We started with bet on you, right? And I will persist. I will persist until I succeed, right? See, when I left Lebanon a long time ago, 32 years ago, I left with a backpack and I jumped on a boat and I made a decision that I knew there was something better for me. And there is something better for me. And it just keeps getting better and better. And now with the coaching and mentorship, it's getting a whole lot better. And I want the same for you, because I know what's it like not to have. I know what's it like to be poor. I know what's it like not to have a vision. And I want to do this to help a whole lot of other people. I have a big goal, 1,000 people. We're 10% of the way there, almost at 100 people. And the more I help people like yourself who want to be coached, who want to grow, the more I can help other kids in other countries. So right now, what we're doing, here it is. For any of my clients that sign up and pay in full, we help another kid from another part of the world for a year of food and shelter and water. So that's kind of what it is. We've helped a few already since last year, and we're going to help more this year. Any of the clients that come in and pay in full will give us enough funds to help another kid. This guy's name is Ahmed Alif, 4-year-old, no parents. No, we're helping him with through Word Vision. So, you have to find what you want to do. Once you start giving, you start getting. You got to flip the equation. Today is about Valentine's. Today is about love. Give yourself the love. Give yourself this thing that's going to help you change. See, if I can do it, you can do it, and I want to help you. I will persist until I succeed. See, but you got to be hungry. You got to be relentless. You have to understand these words that once you get hungry, once you get excited about this growth, it's going to start happening. And we're going to flip that switch. Flip that switch. See, I knew when I left that country, Lebanon, I knew I was destined for more. And I finally found it. It wasn't the degrees, it wasn't the certificates, it wasn't all that education. It was more what I'm doing right now, helping change people's lives. And it's your turn to change. So if you want a better life, if you want a happier life, a healthier, wealthier life, welcome to the club. We can show you how to do that. Thinking in results is the way. I snatched victory when it was really, really tough. I've seen what's it like when it's miserable, when there's no income, no food, no water. And once I switched to coaching and mentorship and giving before getting, things started to change, and it can change for you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being awesome. I'm going to play for you a quick quick audio on what's really here for you and how you can really start very quickly, and then we'll end. It doesn't need to take long. You're probably thinking, oh my gosh, it might never happen for me. That's poor self-image. Oh my gosh, I'll never find a man. That's poor self-image. Start thinking how you can, not how you can't. You've heard this enough time. It's time for you to really apply it. It's time for you to really take a stand for yourself. It's time for you to really start believing that you can do this. Because if I can do it, you can do it. All kinds of things are going on in your mind. I know that because I was there. I was there. I'm going to show you the first few minutes of lesson 1 so you can see how great this is and how this is going to change your life for the better. This is not just about money. This is not just about success. This is about everything all around. Okay, so this is right from my back office.
Hello there and welcome. I want to congratulate you for taking part in this program, Thinking into Results. You probably think this just has to do with your work, but it really doesn't. This has to do with your family. It has to do with your social life, your health. It has to do with your life. I began studying this material close to 50 years ago. My life has changed so dramatically. I live in a healthy body. I'm happy. I'm wealthy. I have friends all over the world. And I have business all over the world. And it's all because of this material. You have absolutely no idea where this is going to take you. And when we talk about results, let's understand this. It's what we think that ultimately manifests as results. And that may seem like a bit of an exaggeration or maybe even a fairy tale to you at this point. But as you start to study it, you're going to realize it's not an exaggeration and it's not a fairy tale. It's real. So take this program seriously. Your leaders are going to give you something that you're going to be grateful for the rest of your life. I am forever grateful every day to have this information, because you see, I'm in charge of me, I'm in charge of my world, and you're going to take charge of your world. You'll no longer be a victim of circumstance or a victim of any kind, because you're going to take responsibility for your life and the results you get. We never have to blame, we never have to look at anybody else, and we are in control of how we think, how we feel, how we act, and therefore the results we get. You're going to start loving how you spend your days when you've got thinking into results in your pocket and in your mind. Enjoy it.
Hello, I'm Sandy Gallagher, your partner on this journey, thinking into results. When I first met Bob Proctor, I was already a successful business attorney, and I thought my life couldn't get much better, but it did. My life has expanded dramatically. I've learned a lot from Bob since we first met. He got me to shift my thinking and see the relationship of my mind to my behavior and my results. Bob Proctor is widely considered one of the greatest teachers in the world on the topic of human potential and growth. He's worked with many of the top companies around the world, from banks to airlines to insurance companies to computer giants like IBM. Working with Bob generates phenomenal results. One of the most valuable concepts that Bob taught me is the importance of setting goals. Not just any goal, not a goal you know how to achieve. I'm talking about a goal, a dream, a vision, something you think, something you know, in fact, is beyond your experience today. Because the true purpose of a goal is to help you grow in your awareness of yourself and of your team. What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What are your goals? Let's see how you can begin thinking in a new and powerful way and begin discovering your true purpose in life. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready for the transformation? Are you ready for the growth that you deserve? Are you ready? I hope you are. I know it's going to be phenomenal for you, because it has been phenomenal for a lot of people, and it could be for you just like it has been for me. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for listening, and I want to thank you for coming back. I want to thank you for watching the replay and for the comments and all the love and the hearts. Happy Valentine's. So this is kind of what we covered, and this is what we're going to continue to cover this week. We covered goals, we covered self-image, and tomorrow we're going to cover decisions, and the day after affirmations. So this is real stuff that you're learning. This is the real thing. This is the real deal. I'm sharing with you what's really going to work for you, right? So if you're stuck, this is for you. If you want to move your goals, this is for you. If you don't know what to do next, this is for you. I look forward to speaking to many of you, and thanks for those who already booked appointments, and thanks for those who signed up on Sunday and Monday. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in class and spending the journey with you, because it's truly phenomenal. So it's not too late to register. It's not too late to show up. And I look forward to speaking to many of you again. All right. With that, this will end the second in terms of the seminar for today. And we're going to transition over to sales training this afternoon. Thank you very much.